Hey gang, wrestling connoisseur here. Sam Keola from Midcard Mana. I just finished watching Backlash, and wow, I have to say, this is probably the absolute worst pay-per-view I've seen from WWE this year, in cumulative. I'm sure we will bring you a Backlash review at some point this week, maybe, with the loose cannon, but I just have to get on here and rant a little bit because from top to bottom, this pay-per-view just sucked. It sucked bad, especially that main event. Why you wouldn't have AJ Shinsuke go on last and really let that play out, I have no idea. That in and of itself was a really shitty ending with the Dumble count out in the ring. It was just bad booking. And then to top it off, Bobby Lashley, who is about as over as a pot of Brussels sprouts as a pizza party. This guy is so goddamn boring. I mean, that match was awful. And the fact that Lashley just drained the life out of it. The finish was a stalled suplex to Kevin Owens. And, I mean, seriously, it looked horrible. Even for Bobby Lashley doing a stall suplex, he couldn't hold Kevin Owens up. It looked like shit. And then you get Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. The crowd was completely behind Samoa Joe. There were Samoa Joe chants throughout the match. Joe's going to kill you chants started up. And you could even see it on Samoa Joe's face. Like once they started doing rest holds, trying to... I get the point of it was they're still trying to get Roman Reigns over. After 3 years, they're still trying to get Roman Reigns over. And goddamn, newsflash, he ain't over. Nobody likes Roman Reigns. I mean, it's better to be hated than for the fans to feel nothing at all, like they do for Bobby Lashley. But the fans hate your top face. So you really got to start questioning things. All year long, they've called audibles. Let's call an audible and have Brock retain. Let's have an audible, have Brock win again. Let's call an audible on this match, that match. This was a goddamn match that needed to be had an audible on. Joe sitting in the ring, you can see it on his face. He's like, this crowd is pissed off. This crowd is bored. This crowd wants some excitement. You start the match off with Joe putting Reigns through a table. From there, you have him do rest holds for like 10 goddamn minutes. Joe could see it. Joe was trying to cut promos just to smooth it out a little more and be a little bit more entertaining for the fans, but they're not entertained. They're not going to get behind Roman Reigns. No matter how many sleepers, arm bars, the fans don't want to see Roman Reigns fire back up. They want to see him tap out. They want to see him break. You put him in the match with a guy that can do that, Samoa Joe, and you think the fans are going to get behind Roman Reigns? Vince McMahon has lost his fucking mind. It's ridiculous. And I just, you watch and Joe slaps Coquina Clutch on and the crowd gets excited. Your top heel, one of your top heels, is getting cheered. Your top face is getting booed. Something's got to give. It's just ridiculous. Then you have Reigns win, of course, because you got to make Reigns look like Superman again after he's lost to Brock twice. It's just very, very horribly booked. Reports are saying that half the crowd left before the match was over. Man, seriously, what's going on? You have the best talent in the world, and fans are getting tired of the shit. And I mean, each week in and out here on Midcard Mana, we kind of call it as we see it. We are fans, but we've been fans for a long time, and we get it. We get what wrestling is. We get the storylines behind it. We get that the matches themselves are stories. We get that these are characters. And I don't blame Roman Reigns at all. I don't blame Bobby Lashley at all. But these are characters that are coming in, need to fill a role, and if creative isn't behind them and giving them this role, Vince McMahon isn't behind them giving them the instructions they need to fit these parts, then that's the problem. And, ultimately, WWE is a mega corporation. They're a global corporation. They've got so much money tied up in everything. Is it going to change? It's hard to say, because it was never going to change before, and they were going bankrupt until Stone Cold come along, and The Rock and some of these wrestlers kind of lit a fire underneath everything. I don't know what direction. They've got to change direction somehow, and I don't know when that'll be. They've gone 3 years running like this, and they've had some fire, and they've had some downs, and right now there's a lot of downs. So even my cat's complaining over here. But I'm sure Loose Cannon will be up this week, and we'll get another review up of the whole show. But man, Backlash, if you haven't seen it, don't. You're going to be pissed off by the end of it probably. And that's my review.